Hi guys, so today we'll try and get this finished, the sector logos on the Loco. Before we go any further, the first thing I've done today is on the back of my rule is to apply masking tape, so when I'm using it to trim around the edge I'm not going to scratch anything. There's another little tip, and again a nice blade in the scalpel. So as I said yesterday, when I put this on here, that the white protrudes around the transfer. So we need to trim that, and it's quite simple. Now, with a nice sharp rule. Nice sharp rule, that doesn't make sense, does it? Nice sharp scalpel. Line up where you want to cut, and gently. It only needs to be very gently. Just run the end of the blade down. And that's it. So hopefully this will now just peel off. There we go. And it is gone. Simple as that. But again, like I say, it needs to be a gentle cut because you only want to cut through the transfer, not cut into the body of the Loco. Just gently draw the sharp blade down, and it should now just peel off again. It's easy as that. Use the right end of the rule. I'll just take the edge of the carrier film off the top as well. And there we have it, nice and neat. You might have noticed this corner here was lifting slightly, but that's fine because I'm going to seal the edge with a bit of varnish shortly. So that is sorting out the job from yesterday. So there we go. You have a nice closer view of this neat edge. What I might do, actually looking at it, I can just see a very slim piece of white down the side. I'll just take another pass with the knife just to make sure. And peel that edge off. That's better. Definitely no white bits there now. No knife marks because, like I say, it's just a really light cut because it's a new sharp blade. Just a very light cut to take that off. So, as a continuation from yesterday, we'll now apply the sector logo using exactly the same method as yesterday. It's actually the same plate of water and everything. I've just got the transfer out. Keep the transfers in the packet to keep them clean. And into the water for about 45 seconds to a minute or so. It should start to uncurl as it all soaks through with water. We've got a buzzing fly around in here today where we are in Australia. And we do have lots of flies in this part of the country. this video today will be a short video once this side is done, so you can see. It's starting to uncurl. I'll make sure I've got clean hands because I've got bits of the old transfer that we just trimmed off. We don't want them stuck to anything and getting trapped underneath the new transfer, so it's rolling out flat there. So again, as I did yesterday, I'm going to just, because I've been handling it, just a quick wipe with the slightly soapy water, just to make sure it's clean and there's no bits of fluff. I'm also going to add just a couple of drips, because as you saw yesterday, they do like to stick. So that's uncurled, so that is probably about done. And there we go, look at that, easing off there nicely. So we'll lay that on top. I'll try and get this off as cleanly and as close as possible so we don't have to adjust it too much. Look at that, simple as that. That one came off lovely. So with my little bit of cocktail stick, just gently stroke it. I have blunted the end, it hasn't got a full point on, just in case. You go and get a fresh cocktail stick out of the packet. Like I say, these couple of little white bits won't matter because we'll just whiz round the edge again with the scalpel. But to me that looks all straight. I'll just come across a bit more. That's better. That lines up with the back of the cutout nicely. Runs on there nicely. So we'll now start to, with the cotton bud, working from the centre outwards. Try not to move it. Just squeeze out some of that water from underneath. If you go from the centre out, you don't trap. If you go around the edge first, you trap water in underneath. So that is pretty much where it needs to be. Surprising how much it moves, just with a little bit of gentle pressure. Okay, so definitely where I want to be now. There. I can't see any bubbles looking across it, so we'll just gently and as you saw yesterday, if you need to move it, if it does move, you just add a bit of water because it has moved again. So we'll give that one a couple of hours to dry before we come back and trim around the edge nice and square. A little water under it. Right, so even though it's still slipping and sliding around a bit, I've got to run the blade along the edge there so that it will not just lay over the top of the gap. Try to hold that nice and firm. Just gently run the knife up. To cut through the transfer. So that is where I want it again. Like I say, it does keep wiggling around. And just squeeze that into the joint in the plastic. And then squeezing moisture bubbles out because there's still some water under there. It's collecting, and the more we get out, the better the stick. And then we'll adjust this top piece. What I'm going to do is just slide that away slightly. I'm just going to take a small piece of that white away. Uh-oh. It's no disaster because it's only the backing film. Take that right off. Okay, where's my paintbrush? Under the tissue paper. I've reached all my cocktail sticks. It's amazing where they disappear. You've got nothing on the bench and yet I've lost everything. Can you see it? Am I being that blind? Where did it go? I've got two here, can't find one of them. No dramas. I have a whole pot, so I'll get another way out. It's just like the 10 and 13mm spanners when you're working on a modern car. So we'll just lose the white piece from under there. It won't really matter on this piece. There we go. That's not going to show through, so. There we go. Looking along, there's no bubbles. That is now stuck down on there. So we'll now leave that to dry and then we'll come back and we'll trim that off. Okay, let's see if we can just improve this without moving everything. I might regret this in about 5 seconds time. Not quite close enough. gentle and delicate as that. Again. And there we go. Double check, make sure it was all still good. That is everything off that we need off. There we go. One nice bright construction set delivery, class 60. So I shall now continue with the other side. You don't need to watch me do the other side, as you've seen everything that I've done on this side. I'll just repeat it and job's good, and then it'll just be numbers. I've got to order numbers. It appears for some reason I've either lost them or forgot to order them. So numbers will be next. Any questions, please by all means ask in the comments section below, and I'll reply to the best of my ability as quickly as possible. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll catch up with you on the next video. See you later.